I hope you guys are doing amazing wherever you are in the world. Welcome to the Millionaire Hippie Podcast. This episode is all going to be about health and how health is the most important thing on this planet. Recently, I read this post. I don't know if it's true or not, but it is very poignant and it proves exactly the point that I'm trying to make with this podcast episode. Where this lady was in the hospital in India and she had cancer, right? And she had terminal cancer. She had maybe a few months to live. And she came to the doctor with a bag of money. She was really rich. She had a bag of money with her, millions of rupees, I'm guessing lakhs of rupees. And she gave it to the doctor and said, fix me. I have so much money. I have all the money in the world to give you. If you can just fix me, if you can just make sure that I don't die, then you can have all this money, this huge bag of money. And the doctor was like, I'm sorry, I've already told you that I can't fix you. There is no way. You are going to die in a few months, unfortunately. No matter how much money you give me, there's nothing I can do for you, right? I mean, I'm surprised he actually did that. Some people would have just taken the money and be like, okay, I'll fix you. But, I mean, this is the point of the story. And the lady threw the bag of money across the room and said, what is the point of having all this money if I can't even live? If all this money that I've collected and I'm not even going to be able to enjoy it, that I'm going to die, what is the point of money? Money cannot buy my health. I thought it could do that, but it can't. I don't know how much of it's true, but it's actually really, really true in the fact that it's really the way a lot of people work in this world. I know my parents do that as well and have done that, where unfortunately a lot of people don't realize the value of their own health, and they work and work and work. They work really hard because, they want to create a good life for themselves and their families and their children. And all of a sudden in their 50s or 60s, they realize, oops, I didn't take care of my health all this time, and now I'm really, really sick. And now I'm going to have to spend all the money that I created, all the wealth that I created, in order to fix me rather than actually enjoying my life. And that's one of the reasons why I've actually come back home to be with my family, so that I can kind of take them to all these amazing places that I wanted to take them for the longest time. Because now all of a sudden they have the time, but also the inclination. All of a sudden they realize, I might be dead soon, so let me do all those things. Let me go see all those places that I really, really wanted to see. And so that's really one of the reasons I'm back as well in Toronto. But I thought this is really interesting because I know that I have this tendency to do this to myself as well. And I'm 35 now. I just turned 35. But I noticed that I have a tendency to get obsessed with my projects, obsessed with all the different work that I'm doing, obsessed with this creative project and that creative project, obsessed with my podcast, my blog, and all the different things I'm working on. I get really excited about them. And I'm so excited about them that I forget that, I have a body and I have this health that I need to take care of. Thankfully, I have certain things kind of added into my normal schedule, my normal routine, my morning routine, like meditating, journaling, sitting in silence, doing a little bit of yoga, squatting, things like that. And so they're kind of scheduled in so that I kind of do them automatically without even thinking about it, which means that my health is kind of taken care of. Not only that, but I do intermittent fasting and, I eat very little food and a lot of other things as well, which means that my health is kind of taken care of automatically, right? But still, I noticed that it's very easy for me to slip into the mode of work, and not taking care of my health at all. It's really, really, really easy, actually, because especially if I'm around people who are workaholics, it's very easy for me to be a workaholic as well and forget about the fact that, oh yes, I have a life. Oh yes, there is the outdoors that I should go check out once in a while. Oh yes, I have friends that I should go hang out with. Oh yes, there are certain things called play and having fun with your life. And so I forget all this stuff because I get obsessed with my work. Now, of course, I love what I do, and I'm so grateful that I have the chance to work on all this stuff, because if I didn't, I'd be bored to death. So I'm not saying that I wish I didn't have all this work. I'm so grateful I do, and I love my job. I love the stuff I do, and I'm so grateful I keep on doing them, to keep on doing them. But I also realize the more I watch my parents, the more I watch their families and their friends, and also my own friends, a lot of whom are dealing with, really, really critical illnesses. Some of them have had cancer. Some of them have MS, things like that. And so I'm watching all the different people around me, and I'm noticing that is the most crucial thing in all of their learnings. All of them come to me and say exactly the same thing, that they wish they had paid more attention to the more important things in life, like their health and their relationships. Those are the two things that even if they didn't have anything else, they would have been happy. Now, of course, this revelation comes for some of them too late, which is too bad, but it is a good thing for us who are sitting here to listen and really take the lesson to heart and really use it so that we can better ourselves and become that person who is not imbalanced. That's one of my ardent desires with everything that I do, is that I don't want to become imbalanced. I don't want to be just an automaton who works all the time. I just don't want to be a hippie who sits around the beach all the time either. And I don't want to be that person who cares too much about health and doesn't do anything else. And I don't want to be that person who doesn't take care of their health at all and becomes obese and are ill with some random illness, right? So I don't want it to be one side or the other. I don't want to be on the extremes. I want to be in the grounded middle. I want to be in the middle where I spend time on my work in the mornings, and then I spend time on my health in the evenings, and I spend time with my family on the weekends or whatever it might be. And I balance it all out. So all of those three arenas of my life, my work, my health, and my family or relationships, are all taken care of in their own time. I don't want to be an imbalanced individual. Now, the reason I really wanted to do this episode is that this is such a simple lesson, and you're probably thinking to yourself, blah, 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 blah. I've heard all this before. Yeah, I'm sure you've heard all this before, and I'm sure my parents heard about all of this before as well. And I'm sure all the different people in my life have heard of all of these lessons before as well. Then why haven't they followed it? Why haven't they actually done what they were supposed to do? Why are they dealing with this aftermath? Why did they not take care of their health? Because health is the easiest thing to let slide. It's the easiest thing to let slide. If you're doing anything else, all of the different things seem more important than your health. It seems so much easier to do your work than go for a little walk to take care of yourself. It seems so much easier to eat a crappy piece of food than to make a smoothie because it's so much faster. It's so much easier to let your health slide than to take care of it. It's so easy to do. It's so easy in the moment to make that choice to say, I don't have that much time. I'm going to focus on my work. I'm going to ignore my health. Only for a few minutes, only for a few days, only for a few months, only for a few years. I'll take care of it after. I'll have time after to take care of it. And before you know it, you're really, really seriously ill and you don't have time to take care of it. So the reason I'm doing this lesson again is because a lot of us, all of us, need to hear this lesson over and over and over and over again. Repetition is the mother of everything. So I really believe in repetition as the basic lesson of everything. I really believe in repeating myself over and over again, especially on the most important lessons. And this one about health and balancing yourself out is the most important lesson that you guys will ever have. I really, really, really want you guys to remember this lesson because that's how you're going to succeed in this world. Balance is key. I hope this makes sense to you guys. I hope you can use this in your life. I'm not saying anything new. I'm not saying that I'm going to change the world because of this lesson. But if it's just a good reminder for you and you can use this in your life, that's absolutely what I want. I want you to use this lesson in your life. Again, thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. Thank you for being with me. And I shall see you guys next time around in the next episode. Bye for now.